What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me again this week. We've got some really exciting stuff happening. The very first babies of the year have started to hatch. Let's take a look. Last week's video, we got another clutch of jungles laid. This week, we've got a clutch of jungles hatching. I can't say it enough, this has been the weirdest season as far as timing and things happening, hatching, eggs being laid, what have you. But, regardless, we've got some beautiful baby jungles. As you can see, that moldy egg in there, well, that was a good egg to begin with, I think, but it went bad somewhere along the line, and I've just chosen to leave it. And so that moldy egg stayed in there, decided to leave it, didn't affect any of the others. Obviously, everybody's doing fine. This little one's taking its sweet time. This guy's still in there. So what we'll probably do is manually pip that egg since the rest have opened and babies are coming out, just to make sure that little guy has an equal shot to get out. But I'm going to put the camera down and we're going to do some cataloging these babies. We're going to weigh them, we're going to sex them, and we're going to get them set up in baby bins over here to get them starting to acclimate so they can work on their first shed. But I'll definitely show you some of these guys. So the very first baby out is this little beauty. These things are, well, there's only 3 babies out, and so far they all seem to be insanely banded with a lot of black. Lots of bands, thin black band, or thin yellow bands too. Very pretty. This little baby weighs about 22 grams. This little one is a boy. This beautiful banded baby came out at a whopping 26 grams. And it makes sense that these have such strong banding because the sire, Owen Jr., is extremely banded. Like, very, very banded. So I would imagine that the other babies will come out quite banded as well. You guys know I love me some stripe stuff, but it's really hard to ignore a nicely banded jungle carpet. Look at this little baby. Look at the full belly, absorbed all the yolk, nice and mellow, not trying to bite, trying to do any of the things that all the carpet python stereotypes suggest. And this is another little boy. So far, we've got 2 beautifully banded boys out of this clutch. Very nice. They don't look like much now, but as soon as they go through their first shed and a few more, you'll really start seeing that color come through. Carpets really start showing off that color around 2 years in their like finest hour. But babies, not very impressive. So when you're doing some shopping for carpet pythons, you always want to find out what the parents look like. And I'll definitely be putting photos up of the parents here. But yeah, another beautiful banded baby boy. Alrighty, this little cutie here has some good bands, but it gets a little bit aberrant. Some spots where they don't cross over. That's probably the influence of mom, who's got some kind of rosy looking spots and rosettes, but again, predominantly banded. Really cool. And this is the first female to crawl out of this clutch. Beautiful little thing. It's crazy to think that in just a little bit of time, all of this will be black and yellow. Super cool. So 3 babies have come out. 2 are still in the eggs, and 2 needed me to give them a little manual pip. Well, arguably they needed it. I probably could have let them be and found out they'd hatch on their own, but why give it a chance? So what I'm gonna do is put this clutch back in the incubator as is and let them come out on their own time, and I'll pick the camera up when they do. So this is the 4th baby out of that clutch, and this was another female. She is very, very pretty. Prominently banded for the most part. Has a few little breaks and things there, but she is really nice. Baby number 5 is another female. The major difference that I'm seeing in this one compared to the others is this one is going to have a lot of tipping. So you can see that faint banding in between the more pronounced banding. All that's going to turn yellow. And Dad is a very banded and heavily tipped animal. I think this girl is going to scream with some yellow. Baby number 6 that came out is quite different from the others in that it doesn't look like this animal is going to have much in the way of tipping, but a lot of very broad areas of black. I think this animal is going to be really special. This is a male. So when he crawled out, he rounded us out at an even 3.3. He's got some areas that look like they want to be dorsal striped, you know what I mean? Like it looks like it wants to be a little bit. I think he's going to be gorgeous. Might be a really high black individual too. Should be cool. Time will tell. And last but certainly not least, baby number 7. She took her sweet time, decided to make a delayed entrance, wait till all of her siblings were out. She's very bright. Should have some nice tipping. Should be just a flat out gorgeous jungle. I mean, what more can I say? They're already very bright right out of the egg. So, you know, first shed, second shed, third shed's really going to reveal what's going on for them. So, really excited for these babies. Well, that's it for the first clutch. All 7 babies are out. Wasn't the greatest clutch to begin with, but when you get all the babies that do make it to be healthy and full bellies and robust and everything looks great, you really can't complain. The end results were 3 males and 4 females, so that puts it at 3.4, so that's a pretty good ratio. I'll take that every day. But yeah, not the worst way to start off the hatching season. This is the official first hatching of 2024, so really excited for what's to come. A lot more to come. Some more ups and downs, of course, but hope you guys are here to stick it out with me and see all of that through. That's going to wrap it up for this one. The next one is going to be a little bit different. Won't be as great, I'm sure. Some very different results in the clutch, no doubt. So, but thank you for everyone who's been watching. go give my sponsors a big shout out. Go check out their products, Heliguy Serpents, over at heliguyserpents.com, and on Instagram at heliguyserpents. If you're going to do any shipping this year, ship with my favorite shippers, my guys, Reptiles Express. They're going to do you solid. They're one of the OGs in the game. They've been around for a long time, and if you use code Riley50, you will get 50% off of standard FedEx shipping rates for up to 10 labels per customer. Nobody can beat that, so go check that out. Their sister company, premiumcrickets.com, will also take good care of you. Use code Riley15 to get 15% off your order. You can get some bugs and things sent right to your door if you're too busy to run to a shop or you don't have one nearby. So give them a shout, give them a look out, go check them out. I would be remiss to continue to do all this if I didn't thank the folks over at USARK, so please become a member of USARK and USARK Florida. They're the lobbying body that works to fight unjust legislation aimed at ending the reptile hobby or curbing the reptile hobby in any way, and they're the only group out there doing it, so the least we can do is support them. So your membership matters, everything matters, so go give them some support. They support us, the least we can do. And if you want to get first crack at some of these babies, because I do give my patrons first access to babies, come check me out on Patreon. We've got a cool Discord family going, an awesome community. We do monthly Zoom meetings every month, so a lot of good stuff. So it's pretty fun. So check that out. Look me up, Riley Jimison on Patreon. Love my patrons. Y'all know that. Much love to everyone out there. And I'll see you guys next week. Get some carpet pythons this year, people. If you don't have them, you need them. I promise. You won't regret it.